We're Nicki and Carlo and we live in Positano, Italy, except we also just bought a house in Tuscany, which we're currently renovating, so we live there too. Join us as we turn this house and olive grove into a dream home and get to grips with living in two different parts of Italy. We're taking a break from the house renovations in Tuscany and we're back home in Positano for a couple of weeks. Our time on the Amalfi coast is passing by very fast, but we have a few important things to do before we drive up north again.
Raffaele, buongiorno. Ok, allora ci sei? Arriviamo fra una mezz'oretta. Grazie.
Carlo has to renew his passport. It runs out in November, which means he possibly currently can't come to England with me. So that needs to be done, and it's a bit of a hassle. In Italy, over the last year or two, they have done a new thing where if you live in a town with less than 5,000 residents, you can renew your passport at your post office. And so he went to the post office the other day to do it, and they said, sorry, we can't do that yet. They haven't got the right equipment or whatever it is they need to do it, and said he's got to go to Cava dei Tirreni, which is down near Salerno somewhere, so over an hour away. So he went off to get his photos done, but the photographer couldn't do them because the machine to print the photos was broken. So now we found a photographer in Praiano, the next village, and we're going to head over there. He was just calling to check that he was actually there. So we're going to head over to Praiano now.
Wait,
and...
Non voglio che cadi mentre stai registrando.
And see if we can get these photos done so that on Monday he can go and get his passport renewed. Obviously we're just coming out of the woods, just taking the dogs for a walk. Now we don't want to take the dogs all the way to Praiano with us, so we've got the usual thing of how to get rid of the dogs. So Carlo is going to walk back down to the house with dogs and drop them off, and then he's going to walk down into town. I will get the scooter and drive down into town and pick him up at the bottom of the steps. We've got a few other errands to do while we're going there. We have to pick up some of the yellow t-shirts from the Positano lemon farm because we've got some for our friends in Tuscany who've asked for them because Carlo's been wearing his. And what else do we have to do? We have to go and visit a new cafe in Praiano. So we'll take you with us.
I leave the dogs at house and then I go to main road, the other side from the house, for go to Praiano with Nicki.
The new elevator in Positano has been working for a few months now. For us, it cuts out about 250 steps out of 800, but for Carlo's mum, it is a ticket to freedom.
Quando arrivo il calcio renewal faccio risultato.
Bello, Marco, guarda che bello, guarda. Show. Come stai Marco?
Stanco ma bene. Ci sono tornato all'SC che stanotte a mare.
Lo sta lì.
E ci sei messa là.
Eccola là. Hello.
Ti stavo controllando sulla videocamera di casa.
Ah, ok.
Sei uscito alle 10:54.
Ok.
This is one of the things I've been missing while in Tuscany, the freedom and convenience of travelling by scooter. It would be perfect for exploring all the dusty lanes and small villages around our house. I asked around to see if I could hire a scooter for a week or two, but nobody knew where to find one. I guess it's not such a necessity in Tuscany. Here on the coast we use them as they can dodge around traffic jams, avoid queues, and they're much easier to park than a car.
Serve per passaporto? Sì, serve.
Strano, bellissimo, vai. Sarò bellissimo nelle foto.
Second stop, this new cafe and cocktail bar in Priano called Miragalli. We didn't come in here and plan to do shopping, but I found something that I really like. Now, I have a beach bag at home in Positano and it's gone a bit mouldy. It's a straw bag and it hasn't lasted through the winter. I put it in the wardrobe and I should have known better, and it's got a bit mouldy, so it's got to go in the bin. And I found another one. Isn't it lovely? It's got a big lemon on it. I think that's really nice. I might have to get that and not keep it in the wardrobe in the winter. What do you think?
Bella, mi piace, tanto.
And then we're matching, me with my lemony bag and you with your lemony Hello Everywhere t-shirt. It suits you.
Sta bene su di me, no?
Yeah.
Davvero?
Yeah. A couple of friends came into the bar while we were there and we got chatting and we've left and I forgot to buy the bag. I'll have to get it another time. On towards La Fenicia and Positano farm to pick up the t-shirts for our friends in Tuscany. Da! Let's go up to the terrace and get some t-shirts. I love the entrance here. It's mysterious and green and luxurious.
Anche noi diciamo da fine giugno diciamo ai clienti che i limoni non ci sono più perché sono tutti da questo.
I need 2 shirts for my friends in Tuscany.
Carlo, and they are smaller or bigger than you?
Bigger.
Bigger.
Much bigger than me.
You want 2 double XL?
Yeah, of course.
1,
Yeah, thank you.
2.
This is for you, Andy. This is for you, Dico.
Positano 5.
Wow.
With a nice bags with lemons.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Giulio.
A pleasure, un piacere.
Non è pronto che facciamo. È orribile pensare così è bello avere sempre 2 settimane.
Più perché sono
Lo
tutti
so,
di
noi siamo
raccogliamo.
venuti fosse l'ultima.
La settimana scorsa sono venute 4 persone, l'hanno voluto fare per forza.
Sto aspettando da 5 minuti questa scena che tu arrivi con tutte queste cose carine, con la spesa, ma guarda che bello!
Allora, uova di oggi, pomodori di nocelle e datterini di qua, della Chetrara. Anche questi.
Questi forse.
The datterini we also freeze them,
yes.
and then we just cook, put a pan, some olive oil, garlic, and just throw it from the freezer down.
And make a sauce,
yes.
fresh sauce.
Fresh sauce or with clams, with mussels, or whatever you like. Straight from the freezer to the pan.
Too late to go to the fishmongers now.
The difference between the lemons that they grow in Nocelle 450 meters above the sea,
Yeah.
and here they are very, very dark yellow, and they're almost over. Up there, look, they're still
Wow.
hard like rock. The different in heights, that's why we bought that piece of land up there.
Huh?
And we already have 3
What a
planted.
difference.
Yes. You don't get these lemons in
This is
Positano now.
Soft and spongy now.
Yes.
Because it's not lemon season. This is still winter in Nocelle.
Yes.
Wow.
We planted 9 more trees in March, and we're going to plant other 25 lemon trees next spring.
Wow.
We have lemons all summer long.
Okay.
abbiamo fatto la spesa, adesso possiamo tornare a casa.
Okay.
Sembra che siamo andati al mercato, siamo solo venuti a trovare amici, però.
Okay, let's go home and eat. It is lunchtime now. We had to come all the way here to get the passport done, but at least it wasn't too slow.
Sì, ma loro sono stati molto veloci, 10 minuti.
Sì. It was quite quick.
Sì, è lungo per arrivare fino a qua, 1 ora e 45 minuti, partendo da casa, salendo a piedi le scale e prendendo l'auto, arrivare fino a qua. Qui siamo a Cava dei Tirreni, non l'avevamo ancora detto. Non è proprio vicino a Positano, ma nemmeno così lontano. Potete guardare sulla mappa, Cava dei Tirreni. Cosa stai fissando, amore?
Sto vedendo. I'm looking to see if I can see as well as I could a couple of years ago. Look.
Ah! Ok, io non riesco a leggere da qui.
Problem is, I don't know how far away I need to stand. So they're quite big, the letters.
Sì, dovrebbe mettere un segno a terra, ma non c'è. Oggi stiamo tornando in Toscana, stiamo un po' sistemando tutto, così Sky non si lamenterà che lasciamo la casa in disordine. Ha ragione.
Yeah, we're leaving today, we're heading back. I've got a very exciting delivery to unpack. I had another delivery from England, lots of my stuff. I've got a memory box, a box of photos, there's an armchair, there's some, well, if you remember from April, I think I went through some of the things that I was packing up, some paintings that are going to go on the wall, and it's all arrived while we've been away, so I'm very excited to unpack all of that. It's been ages, so I don't remember everything that I put in boxes. Lots of books, I know that. But yes, we're going back, we've got a few things to do there, and I'm a bit sad to leave here. I've really enjoyed our time here.
Sì, è solo 2 settimane,
Yeah.
Sono passate molto veloci, ma sono state anche 2 settimane di relax per me, quindi sono pronto per iniziare a lavorare.
As you know, we try to travel very light between the two houses and leave all of our clothes either there or here. I'm still in the process of deciding what I want where, so I've got a few items of clothing with me, but this is pretty much what we're taking. I've got a skirt, my kaftan. I've actually got a couple of pair of earrings and stuff in here because I don't have any jewellery there. Not that I ever wear jewellery, but I thought you never know. My hair straighteners, cables and my computer. I mean, really that's it. I've got a pair of Birkenstocks. Has anybody else got these? These are literally the most uncomfortable Birkenstocks I've ever had in my life, but I can wear them in Tuscany because I don't have to do 500 steps, so I'm taking them back with me. Lunch for the dogs. Treats for the dogs, dog bowl, and in here I've basically got my Kindle, sunscreen, glasses, sunscreen, spare bag, poo bags, and I mean that's it, that's what we're taking. Carlo's taking his drain bag, a computer. We've got 2 kilos of mozzarella to pick up from the mozzarella man this morning in Montepetruso, which we're going to take back. You can freeze mozzarella, so when you get the really good stuff you can freeze it. So we're taking 1 kilo back for some friends, and the rest of it we're going to eat some of it today, and the rest of it we're going to freeze for later.
Sì, forse io quello che
turquoise.
You want to take that?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to do a pool party. We need the
Speaker.
speaker.
Okay, well you carry it.
Yes, of course.
Is it heavy? Yeah, it must be a
Not
bit.
much.
If you missed Carlo making that, it's actually an old paint bucket with a wooden seat on top and a speaker inside.
Yeah,
All
puoi
handmade.
usare per sederti. È comodissimo. E poi sotto senti la musica.
Oh, Kitty! It's Bitty Kitty! You will wait here for Sky, okay? Sky will be back after work. And we will see you in a few weeks' time, okay? Bye-bye, Kitty! You coming too, are you then? Kitty won't come all the way up with us. He comes part of the way and then he stops and he waits, and he'll wait for Sky to come back. It's really sad, but he spends most of his time out on the pathway waiting. It's just his favourite place. Every time we leave, we always make sure that we have time to take the dogs for a walk up in the woods before we leave, so that they can go to the bathroom, get some exercise, and then they're both happy to curl up in the car and sleep for the journey. It's the beginning of September and the weather is slowly changing. It's still very hot and humid, but it's overcast and grey, and there's a hint of autumn in the air. Okay, kiddies, it's getting darker and darker. Let's go back. Are there squirrels up there? I don't think you can climb that one. Can you? Come on, let's go. While I was walking, Carlo was hanging out at the forge waiting for the mozzarella man, who sells freshly made cheeses from his car in various places around town every morning.
È arrivato a portare la mozzarella.
Eccoci qua.
Wow.
Lo scotto va bene così.
Va bene così, grazie.
And here's Carlo with the mozzarella.
Mozzarella arrivata, ho preso, sono 1 chilo di bocconcini e 1 chilo di ciliegine.
Buona. Sounds like there's a storm coming. When the wind does this suddenly, and there's rumbles of thunder in the air.
Sono un po' preoccupato per Sky e tutti i marinai della Star. Sembra che il mare non è proprio... Insomma, sta arrivando una tempesta e quindi sono preoccupato.
We kept in touch with Sky via WhatsApp. They were anchored in a safe place near Amalfi and the storm passed them by with no problem at all. And for your convenience, we have reduced our 6-hour journey to 20 seconds. Remember what Indy does when we get here? Squirrel checking in the tree!
Anche i pomodori sono maturi, possiamo fare una caprese stasera.
Ooh, perfect. We've got the fresh mozzarella and we can eat our homegrown potatoes, vabbè. tomatoes, and lots of basil.
Tutto a posto?
I think so. There's my painting! All my things! All my things from England! You want to go out, do you? I haven't got the key, you have to wait. And look at the little tree in the middle of the stairs. While we have been away, it has bloomed. Look at that, isn't it pretty? And everybody was saying, cut it down, cut it down. You can't have a tree in the middle of the steps. But it's a pretty one. Okay, Carlo is out in the garden inspecting everything. I think he's forgotten that we haven't unpacked the car. So I'm going to get on with unpacking the car. I'm going to leave you for now and I will come back later and we will maybe unpack some of my boxes together and see what I've taken from England this time. Where should I start? Let's start with this. Okay, this is a lampshade that I bought that I'm planning on replacing the plain dark green IKEA one. It's the bookcase with. Now I got this on Etsy and it's leather, painted leather with holes in it. I think that will look really nice when it's on.
È bellissimo!
È cuoio, con tanti buchi.
Wow!
So it's going to replace that one there. And that obviously needs to be moved into this corner, so we actually need a longer cable because it doesn't quite reach at the moment. As you can see, it's just in the middle of the bookshelf. Right, what have we got here? Books and teapot. Clothes and shoes. Clothes and shoes. Ooh! My toothbrush. Oh God, I left my toothbrush in England the last time I went in May, and I've been without my electric toothbrush ever since. Ah, that's binoculars. Paint, paint, paint. A very flowery teapot. I've got a lot of books, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to film a separate video going through all the books that I brought over from England, and I'll stick that on the Aperitivo 50 channel. So if you're interested in books, you can look at that, and if you're not interested in books, it won't bore you. Ooh, my dad's old clapperboard. Where am I going to put that? You can pick up these rugs in TK Maxx, and they really don't cost much, and they're very nice. I've got about 2 or 3 of them. A few packets of ibuprofen and paracetamol because they're ridiculously expensive in Italy, and if you're ever coming to Italy to stay with somebody who lives here, bring them paracetamol because they cost about, I think they're like 50p a packet, and here they're like €10 for 10. We're going to leave you here for now while we settle back in. Don't forget to check out our midweek videos over on our other channel, Aperitivo 50. As always, thank you for watching and have a wonderful week.